There is a spot right at your front entrance that almost no one pays attention to, yet it determines whether you attract wealth or let it slip away. It sounds simple, but in feng shui, the front door is not just a passageway. It is the place where energy enters your life every single day. If the plant placed there stands in the wrong spot, it can weaken the flow of prosperity without you even noticing. But when it sits in the right position, you'll feel the shift almost immediately. Your home feels brighter, your mood lighter, and financial opportunities begin to show up naturally. In this video, I'll show you the exact spot and why it can make such a powerful difference. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and leave a soft affirmation to open your energy. I allow the flow of prosperity to enter my home clearly and powerfully. This helps you connect with good energy from the very start. Your front door is more than the place you walk through each day. In feng shui, it is considered the starting point of energy. Everything you want to bring into your life, luck, money, or opportunities, passes through this space first. For Americans, you can think of the front door as the main gateway, the point that determines whether the energy flowing into your home is strong or weak. And a plant placed in the correct spot can act like an amplifier, helping good energy enter faster and more clearly. But if you place it incorrectly, that same plant can absorb, hold back, or slow down the very energy you need. This is why many people feel stuck financially, even when they're working hard. When you understand the role of the front door, you'll see that positioning a plant correctly is not superstition. It's a way to harmonize your space and guide the flow of energy in your favor. What determines prosperity is not the type of plant you choose, but where you place it at your entrance. Every home has a spot known as the golden position, the place where energy naturally moves with the most ease, clarity, and strength. When a plant stands right at this point, it can uplift the space and help the flow of prosperity enter your home more clearly. The golden position is not the center of the doorway, because placing a plant there blocks airflow as you open the door. It's also not in a dark corner, or right next to the doormat, where energy tends to feel heavy and stagnant. Instead, the golden position sits to one side of the door, slightly set inward, where the flow of energy can glide through gently. When you step into your home, notice the area that feels brighter, lighter, and more pleasant than the rest. That is often the golden point you're looking for. When the plant is placed there, it not only beautifies the entrance, but also softens the incoming energy. Instead of rushing straight into the house or bouncing outward, the prosperity flow is held spread evenly and becomes more stable. People living in the home often sense this shift quickly. Their mood lightens, sleep comes easier, and they feel more at ease every time they open the door and step inside. A plant in the correct golden position also creates a welcoming feeling the moment you enter. Its fresh green color symbolizes growth and abundance. When aligned properly, the plant sends a message of positive energy into the space, bringing a sense of safety and hope. The beautiful part is that every home has a golden position. You don't need to rearrange furniture or redesign your entrance. You only need to find the spot where the energy moves most comfortably and place your plant there. A simple but healthy plant placed in the right location can become the key that opens the pathway for prosperity to flow into your life more easily than ever before. Below are 4 serious mistakes that many people make, sometimes for years without realizing it. These mistakes quietly affect your ability to attract wealth, maintain financial stability, and even create a peaceful feeling inside your own home. Once you understand and correct these issues, you'll notice change happening faster than you expect. Energy becomes clearer, your mind feels lighter, and prosperity begins to shift in a positive direction. Mistake 1. Placing the plant in a dead flow zone where energy gets trapped. Putting a plant in a dead flow zone is the fastest way to block prosperity right at your door. These are places where energy doesn't move. The air feels still and light barely reaches. Every home has areas like this, and if your plant happens to sit there, it cannot pull in luck or abundance for you. Instead, it absorbs stagnation and heaviness. Dead flow zones are usually the dark corners right beside the door, behind the door, or areas blocked by a shoe cabinet or large furniture. These are the spots you rarely pay attention to, but they are the strongest energy killers. When a plant is placed in these zones, it doesn't receive natural airflow, which causes the leaves to wilt quickly, the soil to stay damp, and the plant to turn dull and tired. A weak plant will never be able to guide good energy into your home. What's more serious is that once the plant sits in a dead energy zone, the entire entrance is pulled into a low vibration. Your front door is supposed to welcome new energy in, but when it's covered by heavy, stagnant energy, you'll feel the entrance becoming dim, lifeless, and uncomfortable. This affects your mood directly, and over time, it can cause your finances to stagnate, fewer opportunities, less inspiration, and more difficulty finding flow in your work. You can easily recognize a dead flow zone by how it makes you feel. It's the place you don't want to stand for long, the place where light cannot reach, or the area that feels heavy every time you look at it. That feeling is not random, it's energy stuck in place. Putting a living plant there is like placing a breathing being in suffocating air, giving it no chance to thrive. Luckily, fixing this mistake is very simple. Just move the plant out of that area and place it somewhere brighter, more open, and where air naturally circulates. No major rearranging needed. Just a few steps in the right direction can make a huge difference. As soon as the plant sits in a better spot, you'll notice it quickly: greener leaves, stronger growth, and a fresher, lighter energy at your entrance. Once the trapped energy is released, your front door can function the way it's meant to bring positive energy into your home, and the plant, if placed correctly, becomes an amplifier that helps prosperity flow in smoothly, steadily, and naturally every single day. Mistake 2. When the plant sits too low, it absorbs all the heavy energy right at the door. A plant placed too low at the entrance drags down the energy of your entire home. Your front door always needs an energy lift, a spot that helps incoming energy rise, brighten and spread throughout the space. But when the plant sits right on the floor, it eliminates that lift completely, making the entrance feel heavy, dim, and lifeless, no matter how well lit or tidy the area is. A low-positioned plant sits exactly at the layer of air near the floor, a zone with cooler temperatures, more dust, and unstable airflow. This is not where good energy travels, so the plant ends up being placed in the wrong energy layer, almost like making it operate in an environment that doesn't match its living nature. Its leaves darken, its stem weakens, and its natural vibrancy fades. This shift affects not just the plant, but also the feeling you get when entering your home. When the plant is too low, the entrance loses its energetic support. The space feels smaller, lower, and less welcoming. You walk in and feel the energy dropping instead of lifting. That's why many homes never feel bright from the very first step. A simple way to tell this is happening is by noticing your gaze when you walk inside. If your eyes are not lifted upward, but instead pulled downward, the energetic lift is missing. A good entrance should make the space feel open, like it's elevating you, not sweeping energy down toward your feet, and a low-placed plant is exactly what disrupts that experience. The solution is gentle and easy. Raise the plant. A small wooden stand, a simple plant riser, or even a low pedestal is enough to transform how energy moves at the door. When the plant is lifted, it aligns with the same energy layer as the good airflow, allowing it to radiate vitality and brighten the entrance significantly. The shift is almost immediate. The doorway looks brighter, the space feels more open, and your mood lifts every time you step in. When the plant stands at the right height, it doesn't just look better. It becomes an energetic lift that helps prosperity move into the home more clearly and smoothly. Avoiding low placement isn't just a feng shui tip. It's a way to make sure your entrance always has the energetic elevation it needs to welcome luck and nurture prosperity every single day. Mistake 3. Energy cannot spread if the plant sits in a shadowed zone. A plant placed in a dim area near the entrance is like putting a living source of energy into a space where it cannot function. Darkness doesn't just weaken the plant, it also switches off the flow of energy that the doorway needs in order to carry luck and positivity into the home. When a plant is covered in shadow, it cannot express freshness, clarity, or life, qualities feng shui considers essential for opening the pathway of prosperity. A plant in the dark grows poorly, thin, leaves a lighter green color, elongated weak stems, and an overall appearance of stretching for survival. A weak plant cannot lift the energy of your home. Instead, it becomes a magnet for stagnation, making the entrance lose the brightness it needs. As a result, the space feels smaller, heavier, and less welcoming. The entrance is the first place where light, or darkness, touches the home's energy. If you open the door and the first thing you see is a dim corner with a struggling plant, the incoming energy immediately loses brightness and strength. You might feel this every time you come home, a little dullness, a little heaviness, or the sense that something is missing, like there's no fresh breeze entering with you. A very clear sign is when you open the door and the plant's corner is the one place you avoid looking at. It feels blurry and unclear. A plant in the dark doesn't just grow poorly, it makes the entire entrance lose its first spark of light, which is extremely important in feng shui. Fixing this is simple. You don't need to add new windows or change your lighting system. Just move the plant out of the dark corner and place it somewhere with natural light or soft, warm, steady, artificial light. The plant doesn't need direct sunlight, it just needs enough brightness to breathe and activate the entrance's fresh energy. You can also place a small warm light directed toward the plant. Even a modest amount of light is enough for the plant to regain its color, stand stronger, and radiate the vitality your doorway is missing. When light touches the plant, the energy in that area transforms immediately, brighter, cleaner, and more open. Once the plant is removed from the shadows, you will feel the difference right away. Your entrance becomes brighter, the space feels lighter, and the plant turns into a refreshing focal point. This allows prosperity not only to enter freely, but also to spread more deeply, evenly, and powerfully into your home. Avoiding dark zones is essential to keeping your front door full of clear, vibrant energy, always ready to attract the positive qualities you want in your life. Mistake 4. The wrong pot color can disrupt the prosperity energy you're trying to attract. Choosing the wrong pot color at the entrance is one of the fastest ways to distort the prosperity flow you're trying to bring in. The doorway is where new energy enters and where the tone of the entire home is set. When the pot color doesn't align with the energy of the space, it immediately affects how energy moves, spreads, and shapes the feeling inside your home. A pot that's too dark, too intense, or too cold, like deep black, navy blue, cold gray, or dark purple, pulls energy inward instead of letting it expand outward. These colors compress energy, making the entrance lose its brightness and openness, both essential for prosperity to enter. This causes the first step of incoming energy to feel slower, heavier, and less clear. On the other hand, pots that are too vibrant, like bright red or sharp orange, create a burst of energy that can easily throw the entrance out of balance. The front door needs stable, harmonious energy, not something explosive or overstimulating. Too strong colors can make the entrance feel rushed, less peaceful, and make prosperity harder to stabilize. Pot color affects emotions and how you perceive the space. When the color doesn't match the energy of the entrance, the doorway feels energetically noisy. You may notice it clearly. You walk in but don't feel light, don't feel at ease, or the entrance feels like it's missing a soft landing spot where energy can flow naturally. Choosing the right pot color makes the entrance warmer, open, and inviting to luck. The most harmonious colors are soft light shades, cream beige, light brown, earthy yellow, or soft green. These tones don't overpower the space, don't pull the energy downward, and help the entrance feel bright and stable. They create a gentle sensation the moment you step inside. exactly the feeling feng shui calls the gateway of prosperity. A well-matched pot color also supports the plant's health. When the pot doesn't clash with the plant's natural energy, the plant grows richer leaves, stronger stems, and a more even flow of positive energy. A healthy plant in a harmonious pot creates the perfect balance for prosperity to enter smoothly and deeply. When you switch to the right pot color, you'll notice the shift almost instantly. The entrance becomes brighter, more pleasant, and naturally more open. Every time you walk in, your energy is no longer bumped or disrupted. It becomes steadier and lighter. This is the sign that the doorway is functioning exactly as it should, attracting and holding prosperity. Avoiding the wrong pot color is not just about appearance. It is a way to protect the home's first energy point, ensuring prosperity can enter easily, without being distorted by disharmonious color vibrations. These mistakes may seem simple, but their impact is powerful. When you correct each one, the front door becomes a place where beautiful energy can enter without resistance. You'll feel the change right away, a brighter space, lighter air, and a sense that everything in life flows more smoothly. Green plants symbolize life and abundance. The front door is where energy begins its journey into your home. When both work in harmony, prosperity isn't just welcomed in, it's nourished and allowed to expand throughout the entire house. Placing a plant at the front door may seem simple, but it actually determines how energy enters your home. When a plant stands in the correct position, it not only looks beautiful, but also helps the flow of prosperity become smoother, lighter, and stronger. But when it's placed randomly, the plant can't perform its role of softening the energy, causing prosperity to get blocked right at the entrance. So this section will show you exactly where to place your plant, so your doorway becomes a magnet for good fortune every single day. 1. Place the plant where incoming energy touches first when you open the door. Every time you walk into your home, there's always one spot where the fresh airflow touches first. This is the best place for your plant because it helps receive the energy, cleanse it, and soften it before it spreads throughout the house. This spot is usually just to one side of the door, where there's no obstruction and where light can reach. If you open the door and your eyes naturally drift toward a certain direction, that spot is usually the right place for the plant. A plant here calms the space, creates a welcoming feeling, and stabilizes the energy of the entrance too. Choose the right side of the door when walking in to create a sense of stability and brightness. In most homes, the right-hand side as you walk in is where energy feels the most stable. It's naturally more comfortable for people, and placing a plant here makes the entrance look brighter, wider, and friendlier. A plant on the right also gives the impression that prosperity is waiting for you, a very positive feng shui image. When the plant stands in this position, you'll notice your mood lifts the moment you step inside, a sign that the energy is flowing correctly. 3. Keep the plant at waist height so the energy flows smoothly. The height of the plant directly affects how energy moves. A plant that's too low pulls the energy downward, while one placed too high pushes energy upward and disrupts balance. The ideal height is between knee level and waist level. This allows the plant to catch the natural flow of energy, not too strong, not too weak. At this height, you'll see the plant the moment you walk in, creating an open, fresh and light feeling. 4. Make sure the plant doesn't block the pathway or disrupt the flow of energy. Energy needs room to move. If the plant stands in the middle of the walkway or directly in front of the door, the airflow coming in will hit it, causing the energy to scatter unevenly. This makes the entrance feel less smooth and less welcoming. Place the plant beside the walking path, close enough to catch the energy but not blocking the way. This allows energy to enter naturally, like water flowing gently around smooth stones. 5. Use lighting to strengthen the plant's energetic power. If your entrance gets natural light, that's a huge advantage. But even if it doesn't, you can still help the plant thrive with a warm light source. A small lamp placed near the plant not only keeps it healthy, but also creates an energy spotlight right at your front door. Warm light makes the entrance feel friendlier, and its reflection on the leaves adds vitality and freshness to the space. 6. Keep the area around the plant clean and uncluttered. This is an important principle many people overlook. Even if your plant is in the right spot, if the surrounding area is filled with shoes, boxes, or bags, energy will still be blocked. A plant cannot spread positive energy in a cluttered environment. Keep the area around the plant as a clean energy zone. Bright, tidy, and open. When the space around the plant is clear, prosperity enters the home much more easily. 7. When the plant is placed correctly, you will feel the difference instantly. You don't need to believe in feng shui to feel this. When the plant stands in the right spot, the air looks cleaner, the entrance becomes brighter, your mood lifts as soon as you walk in. The space feels harmonious and pleasant. A sense of openness appears immediately, and that is the foundation for prosperity to flow in naturally, without force, without struggle. Now is the moment to bring everything you've learned together and create a fresh, energetic shift for yourself. With just one small change at your front entrance, placing the right plant, adjusting it to the right spot, keeping the space bright and open, you unlock an entirely different flow of energy for your home. These simple adjustments can create a sense of ease, freshness, and good fortune that pours into your life every single day. If you found these insights helpful, feel free to leave a comment. You can write a positive affirmation, such as "I am opening a new bright flow of energy into my life." Even one gentle sentence can spark an immediate uplifting shift inside you. And if you haven't followed the channel yet, hit subscribe so you won't miss the videos that help balance, renew, and elevate the energy of your home each day. I'll see you in the next video, where a new layer of energy will open up just for you.